Hello everyone, Ranger again. This goes out to the Sheriff of Grant County and to the citizens of Grant County and to my family members who live in Grant County. You guys in Grant County need to stand behind your sheriff. That sheriff right there is so far and few in between to find one who actually will uphold the Constitution as it was written by our founders. He understands the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, the Declaration of Independence, and the Federalist Papers. All of them are combined in our rights. This sheriff understands what's going on. This sheriff understands that the BLM and the U.S. Forest Service has overstepped their boundaries, has overstepped their powers. And he's taken it upon himself to stand up for the citizens of his county who is being tormented and abused by the BLM and the Forest Service there. Forest Service, BLM going in there and harassing gold miners, loggers, campers, ATVers, horseback riders, and just people going out to pick mushrooms. Even those who were just driving down the road all of a sudden being pulled over by a ranger with guns drawn on them, asking them what they were doing out there. It's our land. It belongs to us. It belongs to we, the people. It doesn't belong to the Rangers. It don't belong to the U.S. Forest Service. It does not belong to the BLM. It doesn't belong to the federal government. The land belongs to the states and to the counties in which that land resides in. That's who it belongs to. And to you so-called liberals out there who are saying this sheriff didn't stand up and do the right thing, get your freaking heads out of your ass. This sheriff did stand up and did do the right things. The men that were coming over there to speak at the senior center that night came over there to tell y'all and to inform y'all of y'all's constitutional rights and what is going on throughout the western states with the land grabs that's being committed by the BLM and the U.S. Forest Service. There is videos out there in Harney County of the U.S. Forest Service / the BLM setting fires in the middle of summer with high winds, burning ranchers' property, burning their cows alive, burning homes down. They were caught on camera doing it. If they can't get the land one way, they will burn you out, and that's exactly what they're doing. They will bully you. They will do everything they can. Luckily, in Grant County, you got a sheriff that will stand up to them and say no more. And that's what we all need. We all need sheriffs in all the counties, in all the parishes, everywhere, to do the same thing. Y'all are so damn lucky to have a sheriff like Mr. Palmer there to actually do it. And for the so-called chief of police of John Day, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You see, you take the same oath as Mr. Palmer did. You are no constitutional police officer. What you are is a traitor. And for all the police officers of Grant County there in John Day that reside underneath the police chief of John Day? Do you really want to be associated with a man who don't give a crap about the Constitution of the United States and upholding the laws of the Constitution and uphold and protect the citizens of John Day? Sounds to me like it's time for John Day and the citizens of John Day. I'm sure there's more of y'all there that outnumber the liberals. Time for y'all to vote in a constitutional police chief also. This so-called investigation that's been launched against Mr. Palmer, that's the biggest crock of shit I've ever heard. They're scared. The so-called sheriffs of Oregon that are not constitutional are scared because they know the people and the message is resonating throughout the West. The BLM, the U.S. Forest Service, they're also scared of the message that is resonating throughout the West. The ranchers, the farmers, the hunters, the fishermen aren't going to sit back and continue to take this abuse. Just ain't no happen. So I'm going to have this to say to Mr. Palmer. Mr. Palmer, I congratulate you on your steadfast against the abuse that is being perpetrated in Grant County. And the citizens of Grant County and the people who travel through Grant County that come there to visit the John Day fossil beds and to fish on the John Day River for some of the best smallmouth bass fishing that I've ever done. And for the gold mining that I have done up in Sumter and all. I tell you, I appreciate it. I appreciate what you have done. And everybody in Grant County should appreciate it also. And for everybody else that travels through Grant County, the patriots, constitutionalists, the citizens who appreciate a good sheriff, stop in there and shake Mr. Palmer's hand and say thank you for standing up for all of our rights. It's a wonder. It really is a wonder how Oregon has went down the drain that it has. But I understand how it happened. It's what happens when you let a bunch of Californians, liberal Californian nut jobs, move into Oregon. They couldn't stand living in California no more because of the rules and regulations choking them off by the neck. So they decided to move north. They moved up to Salem, Eugene, Portland. Just about all of them moved on the I-5 corridor. And it's become a liberal shithole. And what they were trying to escape from, they brought with them. And by bringing it with them, they have turned Oregon from what used to be a conservative state into a hellhole just like California. For all you citizens in Oregon, especially the citizens in the eastern part of Oregon that are conservatives, it's time to band together. It's time to start voting them idiots out of office. Time to vote them out of office. Come together lock forces and take back your damn state. With that said, I congratulate Mr. Palmer for his steadfastness and for his stand for the citizens in his county and for all who travel through it. Let it be known, Mr. Palmer, you are very well appreciated. To the Oregon Sheriff's Association, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Absolutely ashamed of yourselves. And to the John Day Chief of Police, you're a freaking joke. You need to rip off your badge, throw it in the damn dumpster, and walk away from your job. Because your job is to be a part of the citizenry. You are not a king, and we, the people of John Day, is not your servants. You are there to protect and to defend them, the same as the sheriff. And by you acting the way you are and throwing the Constitution in the trash, you are nothing. It's time for you to be voted out. Bye-bye. Time for you to go. And with that said, y'all have a good one out there. This is Ranger, and God bless you all.